Hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. You know, I had such a hankering for that cornbread recipe, the one that I had showed you on the practical video show, but I didn't have a couple of ingredients, okay? But I want to show you that it is so true. Normally, the Jiffy mix, and I've been using it a lot of my adult life, it's convenient, but it can be on the dry side. Not this one. I want to show you a couple of modified tricks that I used because I didn't have all the ingredients. So what I did, okay, I took only one box and I used like a pound cake loaf pan. This was the easiest thing to do on planet Earth. I had one box of the Jiffy mix. I used 2 extra large eggs instead of the one. So it is true to ignore the box recipe because it comes out rather dry, in my opinion. So one box, 2 extra large eggs. The box says 1/3 of a cup of milk. Well, the enhanced recipe on the practical video show from yesterday mentioned buttermilk. Now, I didn't have buttermilk because I'm not a personal fan of buttermilk, so I never keep it in the house. But I did have milk that was about to, well, actually expired the sale date. It was about 2 days after the sale date. So I said, you know something, and forgive the shaky cam. So I said, you know something, I'm going to use that. So instead of 1/3, like the box requires, I used a 1/2 a cup of the milk. So 1 box of the mix, 2 eggs, 1/2 a cup of milk. Now, the other modified recipe, which is absolutely wonderful, asks for butter. Go away, fly. I don't need a fly coming near this. Can you imagine a fly got in this place at this time of the year? Imagine. So anyway, shoo, fly, shoo. Anyway, so what I did have was margarine. And can I tell you, I used 1 tablespoon of margarine. I mean, and you could see how scrumptious this looks. It came out nice and thick. It was great. So increase it by 1 egg. So you have 2 eggs, 1/2 a cup of milk. And I put in 1 tablespoon of margarine. And I mixed it all into the batter. But here's a trick that my mother taught me, and it's true. Whenever you make a muffin mix, let it sit there. Let it rise a couple of minutes before you shove it in the oven. That is very, very true. Now, the box asks for 400 degrees. No, I worked it like a cake. I worked it at 350 degrees, okay? So in addition, I greased my this pan, loaf pan, which you can make a pound cake in or a meatloaf or whatever. So I greased it with margarine, and that's another baker's trick. Margarine is actually a very, very great option for baking because it resists high temperature points, and it really helps lift the product that you made, whatever you baked, right out of the pan very quickly and easily. And can I tell you, I will never go back, never ever go back to having just following that Jiffy muffin mix as it says. I will never go back to it because I am so happy with this. It also was a pest of work greasing out 12 individual little muffins in a muffin pan. Because, you know, cleaning out a muffin pan can be a little tedious if some of the crumbs get stuck. Where when you bake in something like this, it's just so easy cleaning it out very, very easily in a regular loaf pan. So just thought that I would share with you this scrumptious fast option, and I'll just write down what I did. But I want to thank the inspiration of all the video creators. You know, we all learn something from one another. That is the beauty of this platform. I am telling you, that is simply the beauty of this platform. And get creative in your kitchen, okay? Just because a recipe says one thing doesn't mean, you can't try to modify it. Now, I know that baking is a science, which it is, okay? But I said to myself, well, the extra egg I don't think will do anything but maybe add a little bit of height and a little extra moisture. As such, I did with the margarine. This is the very quickest way to achieve this. And you know it yourself, a box of Jiffy muffin mix is for a song. And I highly recommend that you get as many as you can. Store them in your pantry. Anyway, thank you for viewing. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. I look forward to seeing you on my next live at 6:15 a.m. Bring your cup of joe, and heck, if you make one of these simple things. Oh, by the way, I baked this off at 350 degrees between 18 and 19 minutes. Make sure your oven is preheated. Okay? Okay. I don't know how the other one tastes. I'm sure that is grand. But I found this one for tonight, for my need, worked for me. And if you only have one box of Jiffy Mix, this is a great way to go. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.